Hi guys, it's Sherry. So thank you very much for joining me in this demo. I am going to show you how to apply. This is Midnight in Manhattan. But what we are going to do is apply this and then put a Penny Lane overlay. Now this one is retired, so I got an extra set because this look is phenomenal. So when you first start, you just open the back. And if you are new to Color Street, I have got your back. So all of the Color Street strips come with 2 sets of strips of 8 different sizes. You can use both sides. I always tend to double up the solids because they last a little bit longer and it gives me more wear time. You also have a cute little nail file that comes with it and a prep pad. And that's basically all you need to do your nails. And so I'm going to go ahead and wipe my nails off. The reason that we do this, excuse me, is so that we get all of the nail oils. Now prior to this, I have placed Nail Envy nail strengthener and hardener on my nails because it gives them a little bit more protection when I have Color Street nails on. Now, anytime that you have something on your nails, 100% of the time, your nails may take a little bit of a beating. And so one way to counteract that is make sure you use the nail protein and also use a cuticle oil on your cuticles to make sure they're softened up, because the North Dakota winters are really, really hard on our skin. And so we know that. And so we can make strides to make a difference on that. And so when you're ready and your nails are dry, it doesn't take very long for the alcohol to dry because it just evaporates off. We go ahead and open it up. Now you shouldn't need a scissors. However, when I say that in preface, then it always happens where I don't open it appropriately. Now, a couple things to know. You always start from pinky to thumb. You do your thumbs last because we use our thumbs as kind of a tool. Things that you might need. Let me see if I can find it here. This is a cuticle pusher. It's a rubber tip and you may need it to finish your thumbs. So keep that in mind. When you're new to Color Street and you're not quite certain how to do it, you go ahead and you match it up to the size. Now I've been doing this a little bit long enough to know which size matches my pinky. So I'm gonna go ahead and take it apart. The first thing that you need to know is this little top layer is always a protective layer and it's just really garbage. And so you throw it away. That's all you do. And so we have this. I always take off the tab because I'm going to use both sides of it. And then you make sure that your cuticles are pushed down. And I have to look on this, but I'll show you what I'm doing. So I apply it as close to the cuticle as I can, just like so. Now, if you are new to Color Street, this is what you're gonna see. It's a little bit of rippling on the side for the solids. And what I'm gonna do is just gently lift up and then straighten out. You don't wanna be too forceful with it, so to speak, because otherwise you might rip it off. These are nail polish strips, 100% nail polish strips. So I have it on and I'm just gonna gently push behind with my thumbnail and go from side to side and then the middle. And really, ladies, I have just a little bit that I'm going to take off with that, and that's how it goes. Perfect. Completely perfect. And so I'm going to use the other side, the other one for the other side. And this one I know is a little bit wider than my native nail. And so what you're going to see is it's a little bit on the skin, and I'm going to show you how to do that. Right, right now, I got it as close to one side as I can, as you see, and then I'm going to go ahead and take the excess off by using my thumb. This darn cough. So we're going to go like this, side to side, and then we have that little remaining leftover on on there. And so what I've known with the with the solids is I use this and I get a better kind of a split. So what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna show you, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this in the crease and kind of make an indentation so I can get it as close to the edge of the nail and not hopefully show any remaining nail. And so that's what I do. I have to put it down on the thing, on the desk, so I have enough leverage to do it. So if you can see that, that just gave me a nice little perforation, and I use my nail and take it off. Voila! It is perfect. Absolutely perfect. So we are going to go ahead and do the remaining nails. And so right here, again, we're going to go ahead and repeat that procedure. And I'm going to try to do it as fast but as careful as I can, just to show you how really easy it is. And hopefully I can speed up this video so you don't really have to watch this whole thing. See, it's close here. And we just go ahead and make it as smooth as we can and smooth it out like so. And we use our thumbnails like I did before, and we push behind the nail. Ta-da! Now we do the other side. Because if you are really good and you don't double this up, you can do your mani and your pedi, or two manis with one set of Color Street, which is a great mommy-daughter activity and also a great BFF activity, or you can do your fingers and your toes too. So there are multiple ways to use one set of Color Street. You just have to decide which way you want to do it. Okay, so here we go. Now I have some other tips and tricks here. So I'm going to show you what happened, and it is totally okay. So I can see that I have it a little bit on the cuticle here. And so what I'm going to do is take my handy dandy cuticle pusher, and I'm going to push back. And let's see if I can release it from some of the cuticle here. And I believe I did. And so that's one way. If you know you got it on the cuticle, you take a cuticle pusher and gently push back. Don't be hard on your poor little tips. They work hard for you. And that is how you do it. So perfect. I'm gonna quickly do some other things here. We're going to go ahead and do this, and then we'll take a pause, and we will return with putting that penny lane overlay on it, and it is going to totally change the look of this manicure. Now I like a good goth manicure, Midnight in Manhattan. I tell you what, especially in the winter months, it's a very stunning color because it is just simple but striking in all the right places. And so putting, oh, I didn't mean to flip you off. Putting that on there, making sure the edges are as smooth so they don't ripple. If you have dome-shaped nails, that sometimes happens where they do ripple. And I have, like it's kind of like smoothing out a sheet. So you lift up gently, and then you just gently tug, and then smooth with your finger. Okay, and we're going to go ahead and push it behind the nail side to side, because that will generally get a good fit. And voila, we are almost done. It's less than 10 minutes. Let's see, I'm at 9 minutes so far, and it really is, and that's with me talking and walking you through it. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up here again, side to side, behind the nail. And I do have a little bit along that edge, so I'm going to make sure that cuticle edge is free by pushing. Let's see if I can show this here by pushing just along, and then making sure it's nice and set along the edges. Look, 3 to go, and we still are just barely under 10 minutes. So the next one. Again, take that top layer off. That is garbage. Again, peel, and then it's just stick, you guys. It's just amazing stuff here. Now, I'm using YouTube for the first time for this, for actual recording. So I'm wondering how this is going to work. And if those of you who are old social media pros and you have said, girl, I have used YouTube to film all my stuff and it is so easy. I'm a little bit later than most people, kind of like a late bloomer, I would say. When you're 40 something, this stuff doesn't come natural because we didn't grow up with it. So it's kind of a trial by error type of thing. And so I'm kind of liking this, and I will let you know what I think at the end, because I'm going to be able to do some editing and things, and hopefully this isn't the worst video ever. So thank you for just kind of hanging out with me. Again, side to side. Like so. And this one has a little, I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a little bit on the edge of the actual skin. So the trusty, dusty cuticle pusher is going to be used. And I have to do it on the, I'm not coordinated enough to do it, you know, in the air. And so I do it on the desk, and I believe we got it all situated here. There. Look how pretty that is. Ta-da! Ta-da! I'm a nerd. I get it. My daughter would say that too. Okay, so we are under 15 minutes, and that's with me dinking around here. So I'm gonna do my thumb, and then we're gonna finish up with the last thumb, and we will then take a pause. I'm gonna see if I can edit this, and then we will move forward with the Penny Lane top coat, because I am super excited about it. Super excited, you guys. You can't even. I was in love with this Nelfie, and so I had to try it out for myself, because girl, when you get these ideas, you gotta let those creative juices flow, so to speak, right? Okay, so now that you have one full hand done, the last thumb is probably the most difficult. So we're just gonna put it on like we have with every other one. It's just apply and stick and make sure it is in line with everything that you need. And so I'm going to push behind, because I don't want to ruin my other nail. It's like we've worked so hard to have perfect nails, and you don't want to ruin that last nail. And I found that sometimes can happen when you're doing that last nail. So this one, I'm going to clean it up a little bit here, and I will be back and we'll show you Penny Lane as the overcoat. It is going to blow your socks off. We'll see you soon.